English grammar in a nutshell. Nouns, countable and uncountable. In the majority of a dictionary, you are going to find the designate C, the letter, to indicate countable. So, whenever you see this C in front of the noun in your dictionary, it means that it is countable. In the case of uncountable, you find it U in the front of your adjective, of your noun. Or you can find both of them. This means that your noun can be countable or uncountable. See that the dictionary are going to give you what's grammatically correct, but sometimes in a speech, such as a technical speech, or in a certain context, what is grammatically wrong can be right. Noun in English and most of the language is a grammatical structure that serves to designate existing entities, being living thing or not, being concrete or abstract. Apple is a fruit. Chuck is a name. They are both nouns. One designates a thing, the other designates a person. Another example is Mariana, which is a name, or it can be the name of a city. So in the city, it is a thing, a place, a geographic position. In the case of Mariana, for a person, it's a name of a human being. Nouns can be natural or it can be created, derived, such as working comes from work and means mechanism. Work is a verb, or it can be as well a noun. But working is different from work. Both of them, they are two nouns that they are derived from the same verb. But in one case, you can see it clearly that work is a noun. Loneliness comes from lonely, which is an adjective. Correctness comes from correct. So we have seen, hopefully, that a noun can be created from verb or from an adjective. The rules for creating noun, they are not very complicated. Once you get it, it will be very easy to make your derivation. Nonetheless, we are not going to discuss that on this webinar. Countable versus uncountable. Countable nouns used with a or n in front of it, such as she sent us a postcard, or you could have said she sent us several postcards. Postcard is countable, so you can create the plural. Plural form. We are not going to discuss the rule, but there are several rules to make the plural. But they can also be done, they just can be done for countable nouns, such as they were feeding pigeons. Used with how many, a few, or men. How many questions did you ask? With numbers, they have 3 dogs. Uncountable nouns. You should never use it with a or n in front of it, such as she asked for advice. Advice has no plural. Plural form. Milk is good for you. Milk is a substance, so it has no plural, such as water in this context also would have no plural. Used with how much, a little, or much. We do not have much money, so money is uncountable. Usually refer to substance, qualities, feeling, types of activity. So I've got some good news. News is uncountable. Some nouns can take the form of uncountable or countable nouns. How do you know that? It's a kind of difficult to guess. Just experience with time are going to give you a sense of wrongness and rightness. So in the case that you are using it as a countable noun, it can be used with a and n. The plural can be used as well. All the rules that you have seen for uncountable nouns and countable nouns will be applied according to the way you use it, such as she asked for water. In this case, water is the liquid. She asked for water. In this case, in the first case, she asked for water. It means the bottom of water, the quantity, the discrete amount of water. She asked for water. In this case, water is a substance. So in the first case, you can have plural. In the second case, you cannot have the plural. Philosophy is my favorite subject. A subject, philosophy as subject, has no plural. I hate when two philosophies are presented. So philosophies in the second case, it's a paradigm, it's a way of thinking. So here you have the plural. How do you tell one from the other? Unfortunately, there is no way to be sure. Just with time as you learn, such as information. Information has no plural. So in that case, if you use the plural, it's completely wrong. But how do you know that? Just time. There is no logical reason for that. Knowledge. Knowledge has no plural. How do you know that? There is no reason. There is no explanation. Some words, such as weather, can assume the true form. Others are still more difficult because you don't know if you are use the plural or if you are use the conjugation of the verb. One way for you to guess is to use a dictionary, such as this dictionary you have here in the front of the noun the symbol that tells you if they're countable or not countable. But that case you should have the dictionary to help you. Or you can use such as Google, or you can use Microsoft Word. If you type the word as a plural and gives you a red line below the word, it's wrong. If it's not, it may be right, but still do not mean that's right. The word in this case can consider that you are making the conjugation of the verb. So if you put in a sentence, they will give you a gray line. A gray line means that you are out of context, which can mean that you are used wrongly, but it's still not possible to know exactly what is the problem. Unfortunately, just experience will tell you for sure.